The kitchen air felt suffocating, as if it was holding its breath when Sarah turned away from me. Her shoulders stiffened as she stirred her coffee. "You're overthinking it, Mark," she said, her tone sharp, like a door slamming shut. It was the fourth time this week she'd brushed me off, my touch, my questions, my very presence. A month of this now, her drifting further away, me chasing shadows. But it was a neighbor's compliment of all things that cracked the fragile shell of denial we'd been living in. "You've got a good one there, Mark," Mrs. Delaney had told me, eyes creasing kindly over the fence as she nodded toward our house. "Sarah's lucky." I'd laughed awkwardly, her words sinking into me like a stone. Lucky. If only she knew. The living room was dim, late afternoon light, cutting through blinds and narrow, accusing slats. I sat slouched on the couch, a beer sweating in my hand. Sarah was upstairs, her footsteps soft but deliberate, pacing again, always pacing. The signs were there. Her phone lying face down on the counter. The late-night work calls. The perfume clinging to her scarf when she slipped home past midnight. I told myself it was stress, her new promotion, but denial is fragile, and mine was splintering. Mrs. Delaney's words echoed in my head, her kind smile still clear. She caught me raking leaves that afternoon, sweat sticking my shirt to my back, and her simple compliment had felt like a lifeline. Proof someone still saw me, even if Sarah didn't. I wanted to believe we were still us. The couple who danced barefoot in this very room 5 years ago, collapsing into laughter on the carpet. But that Mark and Sarah were gone. Now, her laughter was only a ghost, and I was chasing it through a house that felt too big, too empty. "Sarah," I called louder than I meant. Her pacing stopped. Silence stretched tight as wire. Then her footsteps came down, each one a slow thud against my chest. She appeared in the doorway, hair pulled back, eyes guarded, arms crossed like a barricade. "What is it?" she asked. I swallowed, the beer bitter on my tongue. "We need to talk." The words scraped out like gravel. "You've been distant. I don't know what's happening, but I can't keep pretending." "I'm fine." Her lips parted briefly before hardening. "I'm tired, Mark. Work's been hell. You know that." She turned toward the kitchen, brushing me off again. But I caught the flicker in her eyes. Something raw, something afraid. "Don't walk away," I said, standing, my voice sharper now. "I'm not blind. The late nights, the phone, the way you recoil when I touch you. What's going on, Sarah?" She froze, her back still to me, one hand gripping the counter. The clock ticked on the wall. Each second hammered inside my skull. "You're being paranoid," she whispered at last. But she didn't turn. She didn't face me. Paranoid. The word cut deep. And maybe she wasn't wrong. I'd spent weeks second-guessing myself, replaying every detail. The too warm smile she'd given Tom at the barbecue. The way she started wearing that red dress again. The one she'd said made her feel alive. I kept brushing it off. But doubt is a seed, and now it had rooted. "Sarah," I said, softer now, stepping closer. "If something's wrong, we can fix it. Just tell me." She turned then, and her eyes, God, her eyes, were a storm of guilt and defiance. "You want the truth?" she asked, voice trembling. "Fine. I'm not happy, Mark. I haven't been for a long time." Her words landed like a punch, knocking the air out of me. I stared at her, the woman I'd loved for a decade, the woman I'd built a life with. "What does that mean?" My voice barely held together. "You're not happy with me?" "With us." She looked away, jaw tight. "It's not that simple." "Then explain it." I shouted, my voice echoing through the quiet house. My hands shook. I hated it. Hated how small, how desperate I felt. "What's not simple, Sarah? Tell me." Her silence was worse than an answer. It stretched, smothering, until she finally spoke, her words so soft I almost missed them. "There's someone else." The room spun. My knees buckled, and I clung to the couch for balance. Someone else. The word sliced through every memory, every vow. Images flashed. Sarah laughing on our honeymoon. Sarah crying when we lost our first dog. Sarah kissing me goodnight, just last week. How could there be someone else? Who? My voice came out hoarse. Who is it? She shook her head, tears spilling now, but said nothing. She didn't have to. I saw it written on her face, in her slumped shoulders. Tom, her co-worker, the one with the easy smile, who lingered too long at the barbecue, who brushed her hand when passing a plate. I'd noticed, and I'd ignored it, because I trusted her, because I loved her. How long? My voice cracked. 3 months, she whispered. The ground caved beneath me. 3 months of lies. 3 months of her coming home to me, sleeping beside me, while her heart belonged elsewhere. Why? The word ripped out of me, raw, ragged. Why, Sarah? What did I do wrong? Her sob broke me all over again. You didn't do anything, she said, her voice shattering. It's me. I felt trapped. I can't explain it. I just needed more. More. The word slapped me. I'd given her everything, my time, my love, my future, and still it wasn't enough. I wanted to scream, to beg her to take it back. But I just stood there, paralyzed, while the life we built fell apart. The doorbell rang. Sharp, jarring. It cut through the haze. Sarah flinched, eyes darting to the door. My body moved before thought did. I opened it. Tom stood there, pale, uneasy, his hands buried in his pockets like he wished he could vanish. He didn't meet my eyes. Mark, he stammered. I need to talk to Sarah. Rage surged, white hot, but I didn't move. I just stared at him, the man who had stolen my wife, my life. She's here, I said, my voice ice. But you're too late. I turned back toward the kitchen. Sarah stood there, guilt and fear etched across her face. And suddenly it was clear this wasn't just about Tom. This was about her. She had chosen this, chosen to break us. Mark, she whispered, reaching out. I stepped back. Her touch was poison now. I couldn't bear it. I'm done. I said, the words final like a door locking. You wanted more? You've got it. But you don't get me. I walked past Tom, past the house stuffed with our memories, and into the fading dusk. Mrs. Delaney's voice echoed in my mind. Lucky. Maybe I would be. Someday. But not today. Today, I was just a man with a broken heart, walking into the dark,